and college paraphernalia being sported around. Now, that's because more than 3,000 student athletes from as far away as Australia came all the way to El Camino College to compete in the 59th annual Mount SAC Relays. Veronica Cobos was there as the world's best put on a show for the masses.
Thanks, Byron. The Mount SAC Relay has been going on for 59 years now, and it hosts some of the best competitors in the country with over 5,000 competing. I got a chance to speak with Colin Preston, the athletic director here at El Camino, and he says he's excited to have everybody here.
This is just one piece that we want to give back to the community. Having this in the city of Torrance and in the South Bay gives an opportunity for all of our community to come out and see the stadium and enjoy a high-quality event.
The competitors in the Mount SAC Relays consisted of athletes on all levels, such as high school, community college, university, and even Olympians.
First of all, this event gives high school kids the opportunity to come onto a college campus and to kind of directly interact with professional athletes as well as student athletes in college, and they can actually see what a college campus looks like.
It's a blessing from God first and foremost. I give it all to my coaches because they were really out here helping me train, because there was times when I really didn't feel like believing. But I mean, I ran here when I'm little, and I always wanted to run here as older, especially in the invite, so it's a big accomplishment for me.
Competitors from all around the South Bay were also at El Camino competing in the Mount SAC Relays.
It's a huge honor. All the best around, even out of the state, in the state, all the best come here to show off their talent, and it's just a really good honor to be invited.
It's just like a really great opportunity to come compete against so many great schools, because it's like such a big deal, and it's just really special to be here.
We think it's going to be a positive influence not only for the city of Torrance and the South Bay, but also for future El Camino students, knowing that this is a premier place to be.
For the Sports Desk, I'm Veronica Cobos.
Hey, thanks, Veronica. Now, this is only the second time the Mount SAC Relays have been held at another location in its 59-year history. Mount San Antonio College hopes to have their new stadium more Elko athletics, the men's baseball team trying to make it 25 games in a row, and the men's volleyball team trying to make up some ground in the Western State South Division. But before we go to break, we're going to leave you with some high-flying action from the West End. This weekend, El Camino Diving Championship. We'll be right back.
There are oceans and rocks, places where
pretty much every team they have faced this season. Next up on their schedule, the Long Beach Vikings. In their two meetings earlier this year, the Warriors have outscored the Vikings 17-1 in those matchups. Long Beach comes to town trying to give Elko their first loss in 22 games. Veronica Cobos was there as the two teams clashed for the third time.
It's a perfect day for some rivalry college softball between El Camino and Long Beach City College. El Camino is currently going into this conference game with a perfect record of 9 wins and 0 losses.
I think it's just a true testament to how hard we worked in the fall and all through the spring. The girls, we really have a plan every game, and we don't really look at the past, and we try not to look into the future. We just really try to stay in the present and do our job, and if each kid does their job, then we usually come out ahead.
El Camino backed up Coach Raposa's statement by exploding at the bottom of the third after 2 scoreless innings with Long Beach City College. Raylene Camas started off the rally with a base hit for El Camino, giving Juliana Damos the opportunity to score her and giving El Camino the lead. The inning continued with bases loaded for the Warriors as Brigitte Antonelli gets a hit into shallow center, adding 2 more runs to the board for Elko.
It was a really big game, so we practiced really hard yesterday, and we were all really focused for this game.
It's a good win because Long Beach is a good, tough competitor. They're probably going to make playoffs, so it helps our power ranking to beat that team, and it just helps our confidence too going into playoffs.
Haley Reed did an amazing job holding it down for the Warriors on the mound, only allowing 1 run across the board for Long Beach and leading the Warriors to becoming the 2017 South Coast Conference champions.
This group is really self-motivated. I don't really have to think of anything. I don't have to pull anything out of a hat to make them excited to play. I think they just really love each other and they bond together. So it's a great day to play softball. That's kind of their motto. So they just come out here and have fun.
With this win, El Camino is now 10-0, being 2 games away from conference playoffs. For the Sports Desk, I'm Veronica Cobos.
Hey, thanks, Veronica. Hey, way to keep the mic dry during the Gatorade bag. The Warriors secured another conference title, but in their big matchup with undefeated Cyprus, the Warriors came up short in extra innings. The Warriors had won 23 games.
You'd be surprised what you can clean up by simply using some Ajax. And I'm not talking about the cleaning product either, not even close. I'm speaking of the Fram Soccer Club, which is located right here in Torrance. The team, known as Ajax, features some of the best women's soccer players this area has to offer, many of whom are currently standouts at their respective colleges. To give you an idea of just how good this club truly is, soccer stars like Abby Wambach spent their summers playing here in Torrance. Not too shabby, huh? This was a great way for local college athletes to hone their skills during the offseason and still is today. The Ajax team wrapped up their 2017 season recently with new coaches and plenty of new faces. So what did they learn? Great question. Let's listen to the coaches and players tell us in their own words. Enjoy.
We have too many bodies, we pick it off, we find the outlet and we're away. And it's routine. They've not adjusted once.
You're dealing with kids who they love everything about it. They're doing this out their own time. I mean, during the summer period as a full-time coach, you're doing high school sessions, club sessions, camp sessions, and the days can get long, and you get very sunburnt. But so sometimes you think, I can't do another session. But to always finish the days with this group is a pick-me-up. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Coming into my first year here, I didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't really know Jack as a coach or how he coached or anything. So he's more direct and like long ball, so I think it kind of taught me like adversity and how to play different styles and how to adjust, and playing with a whole new different group of girls was a lot to adjust to, but I think it made me more of a all-around better player.
When you come here and you participate in this league, what do you get out of it?
I think the biggest thing is just staying fit and like touching the ball. Like this is a perfect opportunity to just touch the ball without like doing it on your own. You have more fun playing and being competitive and stuff like that, and just staying fresh and sharp. And honestly, the competition's really good too. Like the other teams have great players that play at great colleges also, so just playing against them makes you a better player, I think.
When you come here during the summertime, what is it that helps your game? What's so good about it?
Like she said, just like getting touches on the ball and like your fitness, because like game fitness is totally different from like fitness running on the track and just running like sprints on the field or whatever by yourself. Game fitness is totally different, and like the speed of play is just trying to keep it in rhythm. So when you start, it's like not having to take a couple weeks to get into rhythm. It's just so much faster.
If there's pressure on the ball, you can hold. If there's no pressure on the ball, you've got to drop. Why do you think I say that?
You're not having to coach as much. You're not having to worry about technique and whatnot. The kids are really intrinsically motivated. They're able to really get themselves out there. They have they have the fundamentals of the game down and whatnot. So we're not really having to stress those kind of things. But this is really beneficial from a playing standpoint. You get to stay sharp, because the college season is only 20 games. You know, from that standpoint, it's really beneficial for the kids to have this style of play and this level of play on a weekly basis.
Great stuff. These young ladies are making all of Torrance very proud. For more information on the Ajax team, you can visit their website, framsoccer.com/AjaxWP. When was the last time you played bocce ball? Or better yet, have you ever played bocce ball, period? If you haven't, you might want to give it a try. Did you know that there's a bocce ball club right here in Torrance? They play over at Columbia Park, and right now more than 60 people are competing in bocce ball tournaments. And the good news is they're looking to expand. It's real easy. Anyone can join, including Madison Reynolds, who tried the sport for the very first time recently And as you're about to see, she had some fun.
Just this past February, the South Bay Bocce Club was born right here at Torrance's very own Columbia Park. With 3 professional-sized courts and over 60 members, bocce boys Bob Kyoto and Joel Mazza have seen their dreams turn to reality.
People coming off the street, what is this game? All nationalities. What is this game? I explain to them, throw a few balls out, and they're hooked. You don't have to be a fullback. You don't have to be 8 feet tall. You don't have to be a sprinter. All you need to do is come out and throw the ball around a little bit.
We teach the classes on Mondays and on Wednesdays. And we've got at least 25 plus people a day that have been coming on those days to learn. Brand new people. Just because they've gone by here and seen it, now that something's available like this.
From an abandoned basketball court to a brand new bocce club, these courts have become home to both new and experienced players.
I would say bocce would be a perfect game for the whole family. Bring out the family, the little ones, the old ones, have them come out and just practice to throw some balls, get used to it or so. If you like it, just come back and meet other people and play with them. It's a fun sport.
After watching all the fun and competition, Bob offered to give me a quick lesson to learn the tricks of the game.
The game is a game. Everybody's going to play. Some are better than others. People have started off from scratch, never have seen bocce, didn't know what it was, and they have loved the game.
The South Bay Bocce Club welcomes all those interested in learning the game. So if you're looking for a way to meet new people while also learning a new skill, they encourage you to come out and give it a try. Reporting from Columbia Park, I'm Madison Reynolds for the Sports Desk.
Thank you, Madison. Looks like a blast. Madison's got some skills, people. Hey, if you'd like to join this club or just learn how to play bocce ball in general, send an email to bocce4all@gmail.com. The club is looking for new members, and they're always giving lessons. So do yourself a favor and send. College is definitely fun to watch. Their style of play is getting noticed. Bottom line, these guys bring it. The Warriors had their 3-game win streak snapped a while back, and now they're looking to rack up some wins. Warriors were back at Murdoch Stadium playing host to Cerritos College. Sports Desk reporter Eric Kabak was there, and he's going to break it down for us.
Welcome to Murdoch Stadium as the El Camino men's soccer team plays host to the Falcons of Cerritos College. Elko played in a thriller last game in Long Beach as Brian Burrell's goal in stoppage time tied the game at 1. Meanwhile, Cerrito comes into this game at 5-0-3, getting a win in Pasadena City, winning 4-0. And we will pick up the action in the 27th minute of play. El Camino sophomore Jason Tana to the box, headers it in for the first goal of the game. What a find by Reyes Jaime with the dime. El Camino takes an early 1-0 lead. And now 45th minute, Cerritos. Brian Rodriguez will get the ball in the box here. Oh, and it's taken down. No foul given. Cerritos wanted that call, but no call. El Camino, Coach Ever Morataya, giving them a little pep talk as they get ready for the second half. But Cerritos was ready as well. We'll pick up the action in the 55th minute of play. Luis Garcia to the box, and a goal by Guy Carven. What a header. That was the equalizer in the 55th minute. 3 minutes later, after a nasty collision at midfield, Luis Garcia says, I'll take this one myself. On the run, left-footed finish, good. And Cerritos takes a 2-1 lead, and we'll pick up the action in the 87th minute now. Cerritos is just pouring it on. Corner kick from Luis Garcia, and Jose Rivera headers it in as they go on to win this one 3-1. I spoke with Ever Morataya after the game to discuss this loss. Coach, you guys were up 1 goal after 45 minutes. What'd you like from your team in that first half?
Our defensive shape was good. I think we defended well. We got behind the ball, and we were able to, not allow them to get behind us. And we scored a decent goal, which kept us in the game, and we were happy at half with that score.
Let's move to the second half now. 3 goals in that second half. What happened to your team?
I think we were not ready for second half intensity-wise. They came out strong, and they're a good team. They're gonna score goals if you allow them any space, and they did. They took advantage of it.
After a 1-0 first half, Elko loses 3-1 after giving up 3 unanswered goals to the Cerrito Falcons. Coach Evers said that the lack of intensity on defense was the reason they gave up those 3 goals. El Camino will be on the road for their next 2 and return home on October 10th as they play LA Harbor. This has been Eric Kabak reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thank you, Eric. Now, after the men's game, it was now time for the El Camino women's team to take on visiting Cerritos College. It was another soccer and our very own Eric Kabak was doing double duty, and he was there for the women's game as well. He files this report.
Welcome back to Murdoch Stadium as the women of El Camino host the Cerrito Falcons. El Camino comes into this game with a record of 2-5-1. Last week they lost their first conference game of the season to Long Beach.